I had a memory. Wait, I'm getting out of here. One time, I go out on dates a lot. These days by myself. But back in the day, I had a little, you know what I'm saying? I had a little, whatever. But one day, I don't know if you remember this, Most. You probably don't. But one day I went to Mos Def's concert. He was in Highline. He was in the Highline Ballroom. I don't remember how much I paid for the ticket. It was like $40. And if anybody knows Highline, it was like no seats. So you had to like stand up the whole time. It was really crazy. But I found myself, sorry, I'm getting out of here. I found myself so intrigued with you because you're such an amazing performer. Really, live in person is just always phenomenal. The song you're hearing in the background, if you don't know, is Mrs. Fat Booty. And this is one of my favorite Most track songs. Besides Umi, and it's almost everything you do with Pharaoh. But anyway, this is definitely up there. So I was in the concert and I stood right in the middle. You don't remember me. I looked younger. My hair was shorter. And God knows what I was wearing. I was all black, everything back then. These days I can't even wear black. But besides my gloves, which have, white on them. But I'm in this concert as me and Mos Def, and it feels like there's nobody else around. I promise you. I'm staring this man down just because I love him like that. Like I'm not like look at me, Mos, but maybe it was a little bit of look at me, Mos, right? But I was like, wow, I was so enthralled with your performance and so excited that I was like, I actually jumped on. I took myself there. I made mad friends. They were ciphering. It was fun. It was just a fun experience. And I was like, and every song that you sang that brought us back to the first time we heard it just gave us an experience that I can't even replicate that or try to act like there's something else I can, say that about the performance. It was so amazing. I gotta get out of here. It's almost 7. But I just wanted to say, Mos Def, I love you. And you had to change your name. You had to run for your life. But you're back, and I understand. Sometimes you have to come back, right? This is the year of the comeback. So whatever you got going on, I would love to reconnect with you because we had an amazing night together, even though you have no idea who the hell I am. But for all the ladies out there that are, looking for somebody to take them out and waiting for somebody to acknowledge them, sometimes you got to take yourself out. Sometimes you got to treat yourself. Okay? Sometimes you got to say, you know what? I'm worth it. I'm going to do what makes me happy. I'm going to, take myself out to dinner. I'm going to take myself to a concert. I'm going to go out with my girlfriends and turn up and turn down and whatever the case is. And if you don't have girlfriends, you go someplace and you make some. All right? And if you need a friend, I don't have that many friends these days, but, if we mesh, I'm accepting applications. Anyway, it's been a minute with the movements. It's never a minute. This is Mos Def, Miss Fat Booty, one of my favorite songs. And I have a lot of stories. I really do. I just haven't been telling them that much. But maybe I'll start giving you story time again. Anyway, it's been a minute. Bye.